Hello everyone, today we'll look at how to create a printout in AutoCAD. So I'm going to take a printout of this small drawing. So we will look at how the tools work. So we will go through this menu, print, plot. First we have to select the printer. So I'll just select this one. Then paper size. We have a lot of paper sizes, A4, A2, A1 likewise. I'll select A4. And this says fit to paper, scale is fit to paper, but this is not a good good option. So this is display, that is it's going to print whatever it displays in the screen. So I will just get a preview now. You see this is the output I am getting. So I'll just press the escape key and try to make it center like this. So it's now in the center of the paper. So you see the preview. And now this is not a good method of printing fit to paper. That means the scale is now 1 millimeter is equal to 0.047427 units. So if you try to measure it from a ruler, this is not very good scaling factor. So I just have, say, this is a small drawing. We can try 1 to 1. So 1 to 1 center, whatever we displays it will print. Now this is the actual size of the drawing. You can see it's very tiny drawing, small value, so you cannot see it in the printer. So we will try to have a big scale. uh, what is the meaning of this 8 millimeters of the paper is equal to 1 unit in the model. So this is, you should have it in the other way. 1 millimeter of paper is equal to 8 units of uh, software. So we will try to get it. I think we cannot see it, very tiny, so it's the other way. I will take it this way. 8 to 1, 8 millimeters in the paper is equal to 1 unit. So if the model is 10 units, it will be measured as 80 millimeters in the paper. So I will just try to get a preview. The annotation scale is not equal to the plot scale. Do you want to continue? Yes, we will continue. Now you can see a big picture. Now I will try to increase the size again. 10 to 1, take a preview. Now it is much more better. So this way we can adjust the scales and print our drawing. So there are other tools available here. Extend is so if I just get a preview, we'll have it fit to paper and use extend tool. You will get this maximum size of the drawing. So extend tool is similar to zoom extend here. So if you run the zoom extend command, this is the maximum size we can get out of the printing area. So the zoom extend and print extend are working similarly. Then we look at limits. Limits is the limits we specify when we start the drawing. So we will take a print PDF creator, and this is A4 size. Then we have the limits on center the plot, scale is fit to paper. Let's get the preview. So you cannot actually see, it's out of my limits. So my drawing is out of the limits. So we look at where are the limits are. So if I just type limits, say 0 0, lower left corner and the upper right corner is 12 9. So these are the current values. So if you just draw a rectangle for these limits, first point is 0 0, next one is 12 comma 9. So this is my limit area. So my drawing is out of the limits, that's why you can't see anything. So if you just take it to this area within the limits, now if I run the print command, A4, limits, center the plot and get a preview. You can see it clearly. So I hope you understood the meaning of the limit tool. Next, we'll look at what is meant by window. Most of the people, when they try to take a printout, use this method. So window method is really easy when you have a lot of drawings in the same file. So you can specify an area and get the printout. So if I just use the window, you can say if I want only this to be printed, you can specify as a square rectangle. That area can be specified as a rectangle, and window fit to paper scale is automatic generated scale. So you just get the preview, so you will only print that part of the file. So this is normally 90% of the time people use this method. So I hope you understood what is meant by display, what is meant by extend, what is meant by limits, and what is meant by window. And this is important. Get a good scaling factor in your drawings. Now here it says 1 millimeter or 1 inch, so it doesn't matter where, whatever the units you use in the model, you can quickly change the units from here even. So no problem with the units when we draw in AutoCAD. Then there is another important setting here called quality. So you can improve the quality or decrease the quality, and this can be also handsome sometimes, grayscale drawings or monochrome colors. So if you have screen 100%, it's actually using your cartridge heavily. So if you want to reduce the cartridge usage, you can use these kind of lower values. And talking about batch processing, this can be also turned on. And if you want, you can have landscape or portrait, and you can have a stamp even in the printout. So these are normally this is the basic settings. So you can get the other advanced settings here also. So those are the main areas in the printout section in AutoCAD. So if you work with lot of files, sometimes people will use batch processing also. You can refer these things later by yourself even. So I just talk about the basic settings in plotting. So I hope you understood the concepts. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.